we are going to talk about a third strategy that we can use to solve two-step equations. I call this one the more traditional approach, the more traditional strategy, because this is the way that many people have not only learned how to solve equations, but also seems to be the way that a lot of people prefer to solve equations. We are going to be using inverse operations. Now remember, inverse operations are opposite operations. So when we think about addition, the opposite of addition is subtraction. The opposite of subtraction is addition. The opposite of multiplication is division. And the opposite of division is multiplication. I have an example here that takes us back to a problem that we just learned how to solve not too long ago. So we have 3 plus x equals 10. Now, many of you probably already know the answer to this, but we are going to show our work and use inverse operations to solve this problem. So I'm going to draw my line down the middle of my equal sign to keep everything nice and balanced. And again, my goal here is to solve for the variable, to isolate the variable, to get the variable by itself. So if I'm getting this variable by itself, I need to get rid of 3. And remember, we're not looking at this plus sign because that comes after the constant that I'm trying to get rid of. I'm trying to get rid of 3. So if I'm trying to get rid of 3, I'm trying to make it 0, I'm going to subtract 3. But because we are keeping this balance, because it's an equation, it has to be equal. We have to do the same thing on both sides. So we're also going to take 3 away here. 3 minus 3 equals 0. So that's gone. We are left with x, and 10 minus 3 equals 7. And don't forget to check your answer. So now we are going to go ahead and look at two-step equations using the traditional method, balancing these equations out. I'm going to start by drawing my line. And this line, again, really helps me to remember that I need to do the same operation to the same number on both sides of that equal sign in order to keep it balanced. In addition, it also helps me to keep my work nice and organized. Now, the goal here again is to isolate the variable, to get the variable by itself. So we're not going to worry about that 4 just yet. We need to get rid of the constant first. Remember this, the number that stands alone is called the constant. We need to get rid of that number first. That's going to be the easiest number to get rid of first. And because it's 9 plus 4x, because it's 9, we need to get rid of that. We need to make that 0. We have to use the opposite, the inverse operation. So how are we going to do that? We're going to subtract 9 from both sides. Now, 9 minus 9 is 0, so that cancels it out. If I put 9 plus 9, I would get 18. So that should tell me right away that's not correct. I did not use the inverse operation. The goal is to get rid of it so that we can isolate that variable. I am now left with 4x equals 37 minus 9, which is 28. And again, my goal is to isolate the variable. And when I look at this equation, 4x is multiplication. 4 times what equals 28. So in order to isolate the variable, I have to use the opposite of multiplication, which is division. So I'm going to divide 4. And now watch what happens. 4 divided by 4 gives me 1. And that's exactly what I want. I want 1x or just x. Remember, 1x is the same thing as just x by itself. Because how many x's do you see? Just 1. So x equals 28 divided by 4 is 7. And as we've been talking about in all of our videos, don't forget to check your answer. That is a very important piece when we finish solving our equations.